Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing another Powered Cube. I played one off camera, made it to 7 wins, so clearly what I should have been doing was not recording any of these, I guess. Alternatively, what I should have been doing was recording that one so I could have a good looking video up on the tubes. Oh well. There was a Boros deck with 9 1-drops. Pretty simple to pilot. Oh, Urza's very strong. What else is here? If we take Urza and wheel Upheaval or Kappa Cannoneer, that would be pretty sick. Hull Breacher is also, I think, very good, but I'd like to learn how to play the Urza deck. There's, right, like, play a lot of artifacts, but, like, there's a bunch of stuff that I was not aware of that you can do with these. Like, I didn't know what Upheaval was for until I saw someone do it with Urza, and it's like, Tolarian Academy Urza, float 25 mana, Upheaval, play out 10 mana rocks, and a bunch of other stuff, and, replay Tolarian Academy, tap for 10 more, just like, you have no permanence on board, and I have 20 mana value worth of stuff, good luck. So it would be nice to wheel Upheaval. I don't know if that's likely. Not any really good artifacts for the Urza deck here. Could take Celestial Colonnade, a very good land. It's kind of 4 decks that don't have a way to win, and Urza does. So I'm not that excited. Oh, Scalding Tarn, a fetch, of course. Sure. That is the correct pick here, I think we can safely say. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you could, like, if you were a big Storm gamer, you could take Seething Song. But I am not yet a big Storm gamer. Okay. Just another fetch is probably good here. Baleful Strix is an artifact. That's cool, I guess. Chromatic Star for Urza. I guess that's something. Is that better than a fetch? Probably not. Even though these are not Urza colors, right? Like in an Urza deck, you might be running neither black nor green, but it's still, like, fetches are still good because you can get, like, a blue-red-green Triome or whatever, right? So, yeah, Ketria Triome. I don't know. I mean, I could definitely believe that fetch is wrong here. I think Chromatic Star or Gitaxian Probe are the other reasonable choices. I know there's probably a lot of reasonable choices. Like, Baleful Strix might be playable. Okay, Seed Shark likes non-creature spells and makes artifact tokens. Urza likes those. It's not a great card in general, though. What else could we take? Yeah, tough question, huh? Animate Dead is a powerful effect. Not really in the direction we're going yet, but I really only have one spell. We don't have to play Urza. This makes artifacts, but the double pip is awkward. I think Animate Dead might be the right pick, actually, but I'm going to take the Shark. It's simpler. What is this? Oh, Recurring Nightmare. Ooh, tough to turn down a Volcanic Island, I think. Blue doesn't look super open. There goes Triplicate Titan. We did just pass Animate Dead, so if I'd taken Animate Dead, I could grab a Titan right now. There's also Recurring Nightmare to, like, try and get into the reanimate space. You know, blue doesn't look that open. Maybe I should be diversifying. Recurring Nightmare, I think, is fairly strong. I'm going to grab this. Okay. Yeah, blue is not looking good today. What are you exactly? Yeah. I think I'll just take an Overlord. So I wish I'd taken Animate Dead instead of Shark. Shouldered? Seems fairly good. Dark Depths, yeah. Oh, there's also Underworld Breach. This is our chance to pick it up, huh? There was a Seething Song, which probably nobody has taken. I could try to be a Storm Gamer. You know what? Sure. I'll bob and weave a little bit here. I don't like this pack. I don't know. A land? Ren and 6 is back. Or there's Eternal Witness. I don't think I want any of the other stuff here. Okay. Am I just going to draft another bad red-green deck? We'll see. So Seething Song was picked 2 or 3, so we should see it in 10 or 11 if it is coming back. I guess at some point I also could have taken Craterhoof Behemoth since I do have Recurring Nightmare. There's the Seething Song. Well... So I have my fingers in a couple pies here, it looks like. I could be doing like Storm, Graveyard stuff. I could be doing Reanimate. I could just be doing like Ren and 6 value. It doesn't look like Urza Seed Shark is going anywhere. That is to say, it will not be doing productive things. Not to say it's gonna stick around, which is also a thing. Not going anywhere could mean. I don't really care about the star. Just give me 6, I guess. Yeah, let's just get the blue out of here. I think this card is good, even... I don't know, I mean... I guess just a land that kills people is kind of nice. I don't want any of this. I don't think green is one of the storm colors. It's supposed to be like Grixis, right? Where you have like Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, and Yawgmoth's Will kind of stuff. And Seething Song. Dark Ritual, yeah. So, well. Green looks open. So does red, sort of. What is this? Oh, Wheel of Fortune. There was a Hull Breacher earlier, but I didn't take it. There's the Yawgmoth's Will. I mean, we can have that and Recurring Nightmare. And Seething Song. I mean... I don't know how to play that deck, but maybe if I drafted it, that would be one way to find out. And there's also like Tendrils of Agony. Like, I don't have to be running blue to kill people with that deck. I think we take it. We have a good graveyard reuse package here. Booster Tutor? Pretty good card. Misty Rainforest is also good. It could get Taiga, basically. I guess what I have is like 3 copies of Taiga with my 2 fetches already, so a third fetch for the same 1 land is maybe not that great. Yeah, I think Booster... I mean, there's Nadu, but Booster Tutor looks like the pick to me. And I gotta be on the lookout for Storm payoffs. I don't even really like know what all of them are. Mana Vault, huh? No, I think I want an Overgrown Tomb. And Brain Freeze only costs a single blue, right? So you could splash it. Scavenging Ooze. Penthead Prism is like you can invest 2 mana and get the 2 mana back later. I think just a Mire, now that I have a second shock to fetch. Well, a second duel. This one's a shock, the other one is untapped. But, yeah, this seems fine. I suspect that this will go very badly for me, because I don't really know what I'm doing with the Storm combo, and I don't have a payoff for it yet. But, well, you know, the only way to find out is to get your feet wet, dive in. Frantic Search. Oh, we like that. Except it's blue, right? Ignoble Hierarch is quite nice. These are the colors I'm actually playing. Frantic Search is perfect for the Storm decks, though. There's also Wasteland for Ren and 6. And 6? No, not really. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to take the Wasteland. I just love Ren and 6 Wasteland, even though it's not what this deck is trying to do. Mystical Tutor. Yeah, that would be another... Boy, blue really does help with the Storm stuff, huh? No? I guess I'll take a blue-black land. I don't really care about any of this other stuff. And I already have 3 things that can fetch that single blue-black land, so splashing blue for Brain Freeze or maybe Frantic Search would still be possible. Plus I have the Noble Hierarch, makes blue. Mystic Confluence is a little tough to take. Strip Mine, though. That's another Ren and 6 thing, and I mean, I don't see any other cards here I would play. What is this? Murderous Cut. Okay. I don't think I care about that. Or Crop Rotation. Maybe I should have some removal. Maybe just a little, huh? Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I didn't take Shuldred or Hull Breacher. This is a good way to get stuff into your graveyard, but probably not that much. It's more about drawing back up. Faithless Looting? Helps a little bit with graveyard stuff. But I'll just take another red-black land. What am I even running that's... I don't have any spells. Okay, Tarmogoyf's probably good. And Scavenging Ooze? I don't know. The whole combo thing is not really paying off. But there's still some payoff. There's still a whole pack left. We might hit something. Minskin is very strong. Gaia's Cradle. Well, I don't really have any spells, so I'm not going to have that many creatures. Oh, man. What a deck. Yeah, I think it's got to be Minskin here.
The sun is warm. The air is sweet. Now let us fight!
We don't have... I mean, we have just Recurring Nightmare to reanimate. I don't really have that much ramp. Wishclaw Talisman would be a combo enabler, I guess. But... you know, I think I'm going to take it. Because the, like... fair plan of this deck is not working out. I just want to play harder into, like, look, I'll get past some Storm Enabler. Storm Payoff, rather. Because I think I do have a decent amount of support for that. If I could only make it happen. There is the Strip Mine Ren and 6 part of the plan, but I don't know. I mean, I guess Wishclaw Talisman kind of helps with that too. If you Wishclaw up a Strip Mine, maybe. Seems risky to give them a whole Talisman just for a Strip Mine, but... this kind of doesn't do anything. I guess, actually, we don't have a lot of creatures. Toxic Deluge is probably good. It'll help us stabilize against whatever's trying to kill us. Entomb. Does that do anything? I don't think so. I have several fetches. Maybe this cub is something. Don't think I care about Yawgmoth. Yeah, I'm not so excited about this. What are you? When a land is put into a graveyard... okay, I have a lot of lands that go to the graveyard. And just making an army of 5/3s would be cool, I guess. Maybe it should have been Terra Sunder. I don't have many creatures for Ouroboroi, but I don't see how else I'm winning. We're rapidly running out of time to open a card that has Storm. Yeah, or get past one, rather. I'll just take Bone Crusher Giant, I think. Overbolt, right? Something that's a creature and removal is nice. Okay, this is the last new card I will see, and we have not opened any Storm payoffs. Take Once Upon a Time, I guess. Well, there is Grave Titan. That's a way to win the game. Recurring Nightmare on Grave Titan is kind of funny. Tursa or just Shifting Woodland? I guess Tersa. I need more spells. I'm very, very, very thin on playables. This is all... Well, actually, Epicure makes a blood token, I guess. No, take the Curator. I got the Terra Sunder back. That's nice. Okay, so it's Jund... Jund nothing, you might say. I'll take a bad mana dork, I guess. Okay, Underworld Breach I don't think is playable in this deck, and neither is Yawgmoth's Will, probably. I mean... Yeah, we didn't get Dark Ritual, so the only ritual we have is Seething Song. We didn't get LED or anything like that. We didn't get Brain Freeze or Tendrils of Agony. So there's not really any excuse for all this storming off. I don't have a ton of spells, so I don't have a ton of room to cut, but Yawgmoth's Will and Underworld Breach, I think, have to go. Underworld Breach is a very powerful spell, but only if your deck has a reason to play it. And I don't really. Seething Song probably should also go. It's just like a much worse Dark Ritual, basically. Which doesn't mean that that's not enough to conclude a card is bad. A worse version of a good card could still be good. But I don't think... I don't think there's a good reason to play this. Sorry, where is it? This. You know, the dream, I guess, would be like, oh, use it to ramp into Grave Titan on turn 3, or, well, it would have to be 4, right? But even, because you would need more mana besides the 5 this gives you to get to 6. But actually, you also need 2 black, so you need to have, like, 3 lands to cast Seething Song, and then also 2 swamps, so you're not even really ramping it out very hard. I mean, I guess there's like 6 Seething Song is kind of funny. You could retrace the Seething Song by discarding a land, but I don't have a way to get a million lands, so... Yeah, Seething Song is out. 3 mana dorks is probably fine. Oh, Wishclaw Talisman, I don't think I can keep that. That stuff all looks fine. Recurring Nightmare. I have a couple of creatures I'd like back and some ways to fill the graveyard. I think this is still playable. Not as good as I would have liked, but playable. Okay, let's look at the mana base here. Even though I'm not playing blue at all, Underground Sea is still a good card, I believe. Because it means my Scalding Tarn can fetch a black source, which it otherwise could not do. Breeding Pool I don't think I want, do I? It would let Verdant Catacombs fetch blue, but I don't care. It would let... What do I have that fetches blue? Just Scalding Tarn. So it would let Scalding Tarn hit green, but it can already do that with my Taiga. So yes, I do not need this card. This mana base seems fine. Yeah, maybe Recurring Nightmare is just bad. I mean, no, it's probably fine. I'll sacrifice a creature. I don't have a way to make a lot of creatures, do I? I have like some mana dorks, I guess. I don't think this card's all that good for me. Yeah. Okay. And maybe I can just cut Avacyn's Pilgrim because it makes the wrong color of mana, and that does sort of matter. Voldaren Epicure is a nice Recurring Nightmare combo, I guess. I think I should just get rid of like Recurring Nightmare and Voldaren Epicure, and then put back Avacyn's Pilgrim. There's not anything else here I'm supposed to be putting in, is there? I don't have a lot of artifact spells, right? Yeah, 0 is a pretty small number. They don't come much smaller in the integers, positive, in the non-negative integers anyway. Where's my... Did I not cut Avacyn's Pilgrim? Oh, I didn't. I see. So I guess put this guy back? Oh, or Detective's Phoenix. That's actually playable. Yeah, okay. We're okay at filling the graveyard. Giving stuff flying is cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not in love with this deck. It says blue, but that's just because of Underground Sea. I don't actually have blue spells. Okay. What are my dailies looking like today? Black spells, black spells. Well, I don't have a ton of either of those, but I have some, so. Well, I'm bummed I didn't get to do the Storm thing. I feel like I drafted appropriately trying to make it happen, but not like forcing it for no reason. It seemed as though the components for it were available, but I couldn't get, you know, the payoff pieces I needed at the end. This looks nice. I don't have Keen-Eyed Curator mana yet, by the way, which is a little scary. But I have Cub at least, right? Llanowar Elves, okay. Well, that's sort. I was thinking maybe I would Strip Mine turn 1. Or not Strip Mine, but Wasteland. Maybe I still should, because their land is just a lot better than mine. But I think it would be a lot better to Llanowar Elves and then Strip Mine, or Wasteland. Because then I can actually still do something on the next turn. And I can I can get counters on the Scythe Cat Cub while wastelanding, which I can't do if I lead out with it on turn 1. What is this? 0 mana, kill my elf? Weird. Huh. Verdant Catacombs is also interesting here, but I think we want to start with the Wasteland. This creature, please. Go away. I hope you like black mana. Well, I hope they don't like black mana, if we're honest. Not shocking. Interesting. It's not an artifact or enchantment. I think I'm going to target the Cub again. It's a little, like, all in, but I don't really care about counters on the Llanowar Elves, right? So, there's no reason to play this pre-combat that I can see. I don't want to play it either. I want to play Tursa. Yeah, I guess I'll commit here. I could say go to damage and see if they try to like deal 4 damage to it, and then in response I'd make it a 6/6, but I want the extra damage, and it's pretty unlikely that in black or green they're going to come up with exactly 4 damage. Go get my... I want an untapped land. I have red, green, black, red. I want more green, right? I have Llanowar Elves at the moment, but that might not stick around. Do I need more black? No. Well, yeah, maybe. So I think I can shock a tomb here. Okay. Oh, I already played a land. Right. Oh, I should have played this pre-combat. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I don't know. Attacking into this is not that great. They give up. Okay, great. I suck, but I'm better than you. No offense, if it's possible to say that inoffensively. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely should just crack this pre-combat and played Tursa. I forgot it has haste or something? I don't know. What were they up to over there? Like, it seemed as though they had something for 0 mana that was holding priority on turn 1. But whatever it wasn't appropriate to play at any time? I know, God, and I feel like such a slow player. It took me forever, and like that was turn 4. I spent so much time thinking about little decisions, which comparison is the thief of joy, right? I think I'm taking an appropriate amount of time to think things over given my experience level, and I've made lots of mistakes in this format, and thinking things over is a way to avoid them. Even though I just made a big mistake right at the end of that very game. This looks good. Catacombs for Taiga, I guess. And then play a Tarmogoyf. Anyway, like, yeah, I made a mistake right at the end of that game, which indicates, yes, I still need to think things over. But I can't help but compare myself to, like, the experienced cubers who are... Oh, man, this is bullshit. Who are playing all these games so much faster than me and feeling bad about it. But you just have to, like, be your own person. Yeah, I don't have red yet, so I really do want that Taiga. I guess I didn't have to crack end step because it comes in untapped. I'm so unused to lands that can do that. If I could have fetched, like, a Blood Crypt, that would have been nice, but there isn't one in the deck, so red was more important than black on this hand. Alright. Fear my mighty 2-mana 1/2. Oh, you know, I should have maybe just wastelanded the library. Well, it denies them. Yeah. I guess that's what I'm doing next turn. Because I really don't want them drawing 2 cards a turn. Yeah, developing Tarmogoyf a turn earlier was not important. I should have done that last turn. I was thinking, oh, it uses my mana efficiently, but that's not as important as killing this fucking library. I can at least hold up Bone Crusher Giant still. Yeah, really punished for my misplay, I think. They basically got an extra card in exchange for taking 1 damage from Tarmogoyf, because I played this a turn earlier than I could have. It also means I get to, like, Bone Crusher Giant and Stomp. So if they play a 2-drop, I can kill it, and, like, then maybe it was worth it, but they probably won't. They're just going to activate this currency converter, and I'll Stomp face just to get... Well, will I? Because I can play Detective's Phoenix next turn. But Stomping... Oh, they played something. Okay. No, this hasn't worked out so badly then. I mean, I think it was still right to blow up the library sooner than I did. But at least I got to use my mana effectively and destroy an actual threat while doing this. Okay, no spell piercing. Alright. This always enters tapped? Yes. Okay, so we're not doing that. And I think it's appropriate to play it slower here. Just run out the Bone Crusher they know about rather than a 2/2 haster. There are no instants in the graveyard, so I guess I should play this before combat in case they want to Force of Will it or something. It makes the Tarmogoyf bigger. Booster Tutor for Swamp. I don't even have black, so I can't do that. But it would get, if I did, I could get the second black for Grave Titan. Obviously, there's no actual swamp in the cube. No basic swamps. But... Okay. Well, not much to do, but just cast this and see what happens. They're taking a beating. Yeah, Blood Crypt would have been so much better as a fetch than Taiga, but or what's the red black untapped duel? I'm trying to learn the names of all those cards, right? What the hell is that one? I don't know. Yeah, it's a mystery. I can look that up though. Badlands, huh? Okay, they haven't done anything, right? They drew, and they made a treasure by exiling island, maybe? How did the island get into exile? Oh, it's under this thing. Got it. Yes. Manamorphose. Black and red, and they have a treasure if they wanted as well. So they could do a lot right now. Mox Opal is online. They have a lot of mana. 8? Yeah, that's a lot. There's a lot of 8 mana plays that would put you in a pretty good position here. I think it's fair to say. There's an instant in the graveyard, by the way. Tarmogoyf is happy about that. but it's still just a 2 mana 3/4. Okay, well, what is all this? Memory jar? You don't have any mana. Okay. So this is some artifacts deck, obviously. I mean, they have a lot of artifacts, so it doesn't take a genius to spot that, but I wonder, yeah, huh. I guess I couldn't tell you the details. Brain freeze twice. Well, 3 times. Or copied 3 times? Okay. So mill 12. Okay. Tarmogoyf's getting bigger. Alright. Memory jar, yeah. What are you hoping to get? I don't know. You can, but whatever it is, you better be able to play it off 1 treasure. Maybe they're gonna hit like Black Lotus, Underworld Breach. They have Tendrils of Agony in the yard. They don't really have Yawgmoth's Will or anything in here. What is that? LED, okay. That's very unuseful to you right now, but it's on the field. So you can use it next turn, maybe. Okay. Great. We killed the Storm player before they could do anything. I'm very happy, I guess, that I was unable to become the Storm player. Alright, so let's look at this deck. I mean, I think I was offered a Memory Jar, wasn't I? Sort of late. That's true. It's kind of an interesting Storm enabler in a way, because you can invest 5 in it early, and then on a future turn pay 0 to basically draw 7, right? So like activate LED, crack Memory Jar is something you want to do. They did it in the other order, which is not great, but obviously they didn't have the choice of doing it in the right order. Vampiric Tutor to look for whatever it is they need. Displacer Kitten. For flickering Mox Opal or something, maybe? 2 face down cards. What card is this, by the way? Is this Comet? Is this a Comet Squirrel or something? Yeah, that's got to be who that is in the back. This is the sleeve for like participating in Powered Cube, I think. Yeah, currency converter, a bunch of mana accelerants. So I thought they were artifacts, and they definitely are a little bit, but they have, okay, Mox Sapphire, nice. They have a lot of Storm stuff as well. I assume there's a Hull Breacher or something, you know, a Narset, something that makes the Memory Jar better in here somewhere as well. And they have both Storm payoffs as well, right? Tendrils of Agony and Brain Freeze. Well, now I know what cards not to put in a Storm deck, but no, I'm sure the Storm deck was perfectly fine. They just didn't get there before we could kill them. Drew things in the wrong order. It happens. I don't have any green, but I do have Once Upon a Time. This is a swamp. Okay. But I guess this is a better way to add black than this is. So, okay. I guess this is a keep and try to find green off Once Upon a Time. There's a lot of green sources in the deck. Plus I can stall with Wasteland. Okay, good. Let's keep stalling. No need to Once Upon a Time until I actually need the card, or I'm about to play a different spell. Okay, so for example, now I would maybe like to find a forest, but no, I think strip mining this is fine, right? Alright, a fetch. We got him to pay life. First blood. Not that this matters, that's a joke, of course. Finally, they're playing an untapped land. Okay. Alright, I would like a forest, please. Would have preferred, you know, an untapped dual green source, but I'll take forest. Notably, we're putting red and 6 at the bottom here, huh? And Grave Titan? Okay, sure. Creature or land? Well, yeah, I want forest. Ah, so I don't actually have a fast red source, do I? Because I don't have a swamp or a mountain. But I can still make a 2-mana play here. So, instant and land are the types. Tarmogoyf is a... Oh, it says right there, a 2/3. I could play a Ridgeline. Or I could play, like, Verge, and I don't even have a 3-mana play, so no, of course, that makes no sense. I could leave the Llanowar Elves untapped. Crazy. Well, no, I could play Ooze and exile something, but there's nothing important to exile, so... This is obviously the correct play. I say obviously, and then I roped on it, but, like, it took me a while to figure out it was obvious. Which, you know, is sort of not how obvious is typically defined. But, kind of like, I guess what I mean is... There wasn't really any evidence that any other line might have been correct. It's just that it took me a while to find all the evidence that the right line was correct, you know? Well, second Minsk and Boo is not as good as the first one, but I think you still play it. It's better than... I mean, Ouroboros, I guess, could be a line. I guess if I play Minsk and Boo, they can just throw their Boo at my Minsk, and then they get Minsk and Boo back. So maybe I do actually run out the Ouroboros.
Magic? We have mastered.
Okay, they're gonna kill the Ouroboros. But that means... That means I can get Minsk and Boo tempo, kind of. On the other hand, they drew 4, which is pretty cool. Ah, I can Bone Crusher Giant instead of playing Minsk and Boo and actually kill their Boo. Yes, that's the right thing to do. Okay. Sort of clears the way for my own Minsk and Boo. Okay. Right now there's no non-land cards in their graveyard. So I don't think I need to Bloodstained Mire here. I have all the lands I need to stomp Minsk and develop, I guess, the Giant? Because Ooze exiling something is not that exciting right now. So let's run this out to turn on my other red source. All right.
Come on, Boo.
Oh, but now...
Made our beauty sleep anyway.
Right. I need to get that out of here because it has retrace. So I do actually have to do it this way, which is fine. If they counter this, I'm crying in my cereal. Get this exiled right now. You can't counter it. You can't exile it once they try to cast it because they put it from graveyard onto stack. They don't. It's not like retrace isn't like target a spell in your graveyard. You can cast it. It's just like, oh, you can cast it straight from your graveyard. And once they do that, you can't target it anymore because it's on the stack. So you have to proactively get rid of it. Endurance on who? Me? Okay. Makes my Tarmogoyf smaller. Yeah, I guess of course me. So it's on the bottom. Do I get to know what order? Or no, they shuffle. Now what do they do? Put it on the bottom in a random order. Okay, I could double block Lelia. I guess if they attack with it, I kind of have to. Oh, but the point is I can only double block one of these things? Yikes. Oh, it's a 3/4. Okay. Ah, it's so big! Stop! 6 mil... Wait, what? Why did Lelia... Oh, Lelia just... Finally, her counter trigger went off. Okay. I thought they somehow got to exile 2 cards. But one of them got milled. This is like in the graveyard. No, that's in exile and this is in the graveyard? Okay, sure. I mean, if they have a trick here, I'm like cooked, but I don't think there's a lot I can do about that. There's also not a lot of tricks in this format. Not like direct, straightforward combat tricks, right? Okay. They didn't want to cast Bristly Bill. Or retrace any of this stuff. What? They're just working the Tarmogoyf down? Oh, they're killing the Tarmogoyf with this. I see. Or, yeah, okay. Cute. So I have 3 green sources if I tap the elves. So I can play both of these without getting another green source. But I guess the Taiga is still the best hit. Okay.
Fight the good fight. Actually, fight all the fights. Look at us. We are tough. Go big or... Actually, go big. Just go big.
Definitely behind this game. They have so many cards left. But at the moment, on board, I'm looking alright. This has just creatures at the moment. And there's only lands and other creatures in the yard. So they really can't make this a 7/7. But, you know, maybe they could attack with 6, mill 2 other card types, spend 3 mana, make this a 7/7. It could happen. Still feeling quite behind. But not hopeless. Only because these cards are face down. If I could see these cards, I assume I would feel hopeless. No attacks? Oh. Okay, what is this? An artifact and a planeswalker. So they can actually make this a 7/7. That's pretty bad. So I'm dead, right? If I had 1 mana up, I could ooze to deny them one of the types. But I don't. So I guess I block like this and hope they miss it. They're not missing it. Well, I mean, that's play draw difference for you, right? They got their Minsc and Boo down first. We're able to use it to draw 4 cards and kill one of my creatures. And that's pretty much what I lost by, right? If I had been able to do it first, I think I would have been in a winning position. I'm glad I was able to stall with Wasteland Strip Mine. I think that was probably the right line. Give myself maximum time to finally hit that forest. Nice looking mana base. Bit of a slow hand, but with Toxic Deluge you can afford to be slow. I think this is fine. Whoa, okay, reanimation coming up. Grizzlebrand, yeah, okay. Reanimate? No, just FOMO. Okay. Another big creature. At least I have a 3/3. Really nice to draw that. Luis Pompous Pillager. That actually sucks as a reanimation target. So I guess they just pitched it because it was the worst card in their hand. Void Walker. Okay. Well, I think I'll just run out 6. Attack? Yeah, I do want to kill him. Oh, the thing about running out 6... Sorcery, right? Yeah. Is that then they can reanimate Grizzlebrand, whereas if I keep this on board, they can't. If I keep mana up, they can't. So... I think I'm just going to be patient here. Take a few hits from the Voidwalker. Hold up Keen-Eyed Curator. Yeah, weird attack. Yep, that makes more sense. Pass. Alright, now what? I don't think it makes sense to play Minsk and Boo while this is still on board. I could just play 6 and still have up 1 mana. I could Toxic Deluge for 2. Not bad, right? But I don't know. Feels like I can get a better Deluge. I'll be a little more patient. The dream would be to get Keen-Eyed Curator to be big enough to live through a Deluge for 3. Library. That's not very good right now. Okay, yeah, this is a good Deluge, even if I end up killing my own Keen-Eyed Curator. This can't attack or block! Sorry, this can't block or be blocked. You should attack with it. Oh, man. Okay, sure. Yeah, Toxic Deluge for 2 seems very strong. You can keep your 2/3. I'll keep my 3/3 and then wreck your life. And I'll instant speed booster tutor, I guess. Sure, that's a good tap. I could pay 1 more to kill these 2, but I don't think I want to do that. Actually, getting an enchantment... No, it doesn't matter, because this won't care about Delirium if it's dead. Concede? So Toxic Deluge should go to the exile zone, right? Not the graveyard. It will finish resolving... Yeah, the state-based actions won't put this into the yard until it's already exiled this, I'm reasonably sure. Bottom 1. Unless they exile... I mean, not... Yeah, actually, they might sack the 3/2 just for a scry, in which case I would get this in the yard. That would be quite nice. Because then I can make this real big. Okay, so maybe I won't booster tutor. Bottom, 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 bottom. The 2/3 is not dying. So now there's a sorcery and an enchantment I could get, right? Hang on, is there... Yeah. Ah, that's the wrong one. There isn't an enchantment. I was wrong. Okay, fine. No, that attack doesn't make any... Well, it mills. Oh, I should have done this first. I see. To get the trigger. Yes. And then maybe I could have made this a 7/7. I got to put a land in my hand? I didn't know that. It's been a long time since I played with 6. They don't block. Got them. All right. So, mistakes were made, I guess. There's a sorcery now. And some more creatures. Not that those matter. So I still can't make this a 7/7. Land! Yeah, I panicked and exiled something. I was trying to find this in their graveyard and it wasn't there. Okay, let's booster tutor right now. Why is that? Oh, because it has escape. I don't know what I want, but this will help me find it, I'm sure. Can't cast a fairy. Crucible of Worlds. Interesting. Pillage the Bog. That looks good. Give me your mountain. And I will also take my own sorcery, please. Oh, you know, I probably should have retraced the Ouroboros before combat. This game is so hard. I guess I'll play a cub. Hold up Murderous Cut or something? I don't need to play that. No, I couldn't have retraced Ouroboros because I didn't have enough mana after spending 2 on this. Okay. I spent the full 5. You got it. Is it from among the milled cards, or... yeah. Alright, they had it. Wow, what? I'm always amazed at the weird game states you end up in when people sacrifice in the middle of game actions resolving. Like, look at, how did I get here? I untapped 4 of my lands and Scythecat Cub, but I hadn't untapped the 5th land or either of my creatures somehow. But I'm in my main, right? Like, it's just funny. You end up in these impossible states. It doesn't matter. I won the game. You know, the board could display chess, like, the game has ended. But it would be nice to see a snapshot of an actual state that occurred during the game, is all. Like, what order of processing events led to that being the final state of the game? I don't know how to pronounce this. Overgrown Tomb. I don't have any red. I can stall a little bit with Strip Mine, but I don't even have like really great plays. Like Pilgrim on 1, Ooze on 2. Okay, sure, I guess that's fine. But it's not exactly winning any awards. I think we can do better. This is a lot better. What exactly do I want? I guess I don't need Tersa? No, I don't need Keen-Eyed. Yeah, well... because turn 1, I want to play Forest Pilgrim. Turn 2... I want to get my tap land out. Oh, but then I still can't play Curator. Okay, because I don't have enough green. So, I guess it's this. And hope I find an untapped land. Okay. Huh. And if I... oh, it's an untapped land. Okay. So we can play this and Tersa, pitch the Ridgeline, and then have some nice 4-mana Haymakers lined up. But hang on to the Mire. I really need that 4th land. Keep both of these. Field of the Dead... Forest. They're not... Oh, Wasteland can't target my lands. This isn't Strip Mine. Okay. That explains it. I mean, I want a black source, but they're going to destroy it anyway. So I could actually get a basic swamp to deny them, but I want a second green. I guess I can't. The only thing I could take would be Overgrown Tomb, and then I could only use that second green once. I guess that's okay, because I can get the Ouroboros right now. Sure. It means I can't necessarily Minsk and Boo next turn, but getting the Ouroboros down is nice. Whereas if I'd fetched up a basic swamp, I could get Minsk and Boo now, but then I couldn't get Ouroboros anytime soon. Black Lotus. I mean, they're on the back foot, but they could do something very powerful now. Black. Their colored sources are terrible. Okay, Terra Sunder. Oh, they didn't tap. They're colorless. Oh, they needed to spend green and black. I see. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, do this first. They really should have killed my Overgrown Tomb here. I wonder, I mean, I don't know. I assume there was some reason they kept this around. They needed the colorless, like they needed to make a 4-mana play or something to think they had a hope of winning. You know, whatever. I'm sure they had a good reason. Although LSV says anybody who puts Field of the Dead in their deck is clueless, and there's no Field of the Dead decks in this cube. Putting it in here is just a trick. I don't know if he's right or not, but he's right about this cube a lot more than I am. So I'll lean on his judgment to say maybe my opponent just built a bad deck despite having Black Lotus in it. And therefore might have just made a bad play. So it could be the case that they didn't have a good reason to not blow my Overgrown Tomb up, but I really think they should have. I don't know. And you'd think it would be obvious to them that they should have too, so you would think they must have had a good reason not to, but yeah, it could be wrong. This is good. I have untapped green sources under both of these fetches. So I should go get a Taiga, which with Tarn, which turns on Verge. Yeah. I think that makes sense. And then I can Cub and get 2 triggers as soon... Oh, actually, never mind. I was going to play a Forest. That'll give the Cub more fetches to trigger on. Second time it has resolved this turn. I was thinking briefly about, like... You know, what if you held priority to, and sacked a fetch in response to the Scythecat trigger, what would it do? And the answer is it would do the same thing as if you had just done them in order. Okay, so Cub immediately here. I mean, Tarmogoyf is a 1/2? Not very good, right? Yeah. We're definitely getting a Taiga from this. Actually, I can't use the untapped mana right now. So this would be a good time to get Overgrown Tomb? Sure. I can't... Oh my god. This was the wrong land to get Overgrown Tomb with. I thought it through, but not enough. Yes. I was thinking about what land should I fetch to help me decide which fetch land to play, but then I forgot to do the second half of the calculation. Okay. Well... I guess this one. So this turns into a 2/2, and they could put another counter to make it a 4/4. Ah! Jeez. This shit is so big. A 4/4 double strike? This should not be allowed. But they're very all in, right? I mean, so... But they can make this a 4/4, a 5/5? No. An 8/8? Yeah, it sure would be cool. Well, time to goif them, I guess. I don't know how I'm gonna live through this. I guess I can make a very large creature as well. This one. I've just gotta be super all in on this doing something. Okay, now I can get the tomb at least. Yes. Stable? Trade 8/8s? I mean, clearly I have to try. It would not be beneficial for me to chump. This is... Wait. Yeah, it'll be a 4/4 with 4 counters on it. So, that's the trade. What are you manual tapping for? Don't you just have to spend all your mana? I don't think they have anything in hand that's going to do something here. Yeah. What? Lightning bolt. Oh. That's fine. Didn't you just throw away a lightning bolt? Oh, no, they hadn't already done the first step. I didn't realize. I thought they had. Maybe I'm mistaken. It'd be interesting to watch that one back. Okay, well... I guess this is just a bad land. This is just a basic swamp, basically. This one's better, because it adds red. I need the creature right now. It turns off one of my blockers, but it gives me another, so I'll be okay. Any creature. Well, looks like Sentinel. So I could block with the Tarmogoyf. Actually, let's just block both. That way, if they, like, have... I don't know. This way they get to pick what they kill. I'd rather they kill the Tarmogoyf, but I don't want them trampling for 2. Oh, I know what's in their hand, and it's nothing. They could draw off of this, but then they won't have much. Okay, so I can either lose this and get trampled for 1, lose this and get trampled for 2, or let them choose and not get trampled at all. Kill the Goyf, please. I'll take 2. Because I can get the Goyf back with Overlord. And then I can play this and Tarmogoyf and still have a 1/1 chumper up. Well, actually, it's not even a chumper. It blocks the 2/1 pretty well. Whew! These are bangers. I mean, Tarmogoyf is very big right now. Yeah. The Ouroboros is not so good post-combat. I can maybe pick that up later. Like if I played 6... Oh, I could take Minsk and Boo. If I Minsk and Boo, I can't do anything else, though. I think it's got to be the Tarmogoyf for now. Oh, or Scavenging Ooze? Oh, that gains life. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, give me Scavenging Ooze, actually. Play another green source. I should get the Sentinel down as well, actually. Because these creatures can't do anything, and if they attack and discard something for a counter, they have to show me their hand. So I can always block relatively safely. Hired Claw doesn't matter. Well, it draws a card. Okay, that's not true. Ah, and I can ooze away the Enduring Innocence in response to the trigger if I want. Why would you tap like... What? They meant to... Okay, I see. They meant to draw a card, but they picked the wrong ability and they don't know about the undo tapping button, I guess. You. Get out. Overlord again, please. And the Sentinel? Because it's vigilant? Sure. Save all my mana. Still plenty of cards. Minsk and Boo now seems pretty good. Sure. Sure. In response? Do I really not have enough green? Why are you tapping like this? I think it should be holding up Keen-Eyed Curator for me, but it wasn't for some reason.
Go for the ice, Boo! To the ice! He will never lose. Because he's too tiny.
I'm not actually going to play Curator because I want to hold up ooze triggers or ooze activations, but... Very strange double block there. Like, yeah, I killed one of my creatures, but how are you ever going to win if you do that? I don't know. I mean, how are they ever going to win if they don't do that? I think just having as many blockers as you can is... Or attackers. Like, chump something, maybe? Or just let the 3 damage in and hope you draw something that kills me this turn? I don't know. Ooze was a great draw. All right, and we're looking good. We're in the money here. My aborted Storm Graveyard deck turned into okay mid-range Jund, I guess. Mid-range Jund. This looks fine. Turn 2 Goyf into 6 into Minsk and Boo. Like, not amazing, but good. Land card from among them. Okay, I don't know if they're necessarily going to have a ton of creatures, but I guess it's nice to have Deluge. And I I need a green source. I don't think I need a second red, so I could grab the Overgrown Tomb tapped here. I mean, I don't need a second black either, but this way I don't have to... This way I get the tap land out of the way at a time when I can stomach it. Ooze, huh? That's interesting. I mean, Tarmogoyf's not that good right now either, but... I guess Ooze could be good with 6 coming up. Is it possible I should play neither and just because Deluge is going to wipe my board anyway? Yeah, maybe I'll just hold up Bone Crusher Giant. Kind of weird, but... I think that's... It seems like that can't be the right play, but I don't know quite what I'm up against here. Is it artifacts? No, Jeskai, they have a plateau. Just gonna do nothing and counter my stuff, it looks like. Alright, well, I'll play my tap land then and develop a creature I don't care about. Hey, it's a 2/3. Alright, they're animating their thing, so it's vulnerable to Toxic Deluge now. That's nice. And if I can get another type in the yard, Tarmogoyf actually lives through a Deluge for 4.
I'm the greatest thief in the multiverse. A little looting never hurts.
Doesn't... Well, oh, they might put something in the yard for me, actually. Like a creature? Instant? Because it's only one more type, which would make Tarmogoyf a 3/4, but the Toxic Deluge would be in the graveyard before Tarmogoyf sees whether it should die, so the sorcery's already sort of effectively in there. No, just a bunch more artifacts. Well, Minsk and Boo plus throw everything at Dak seems okay, I think. Oh, no, this is a potential 3/3 to block the Tarmogoyf. Minsk and Boo plus throw just Boo? Or attack, rather, Dak Faden with Boo. They end up having to chump something. But then my Minsk and Boo is in danger from this. If they chump here. Yeah, like I could... I could like Scavenging Ooze and Bone Crusher Giant something, but I don't think that does anything. I think I'm just in bad shape.
Minsk and Boo at service. Magic? We have mastered. Go big or actually go big.
So
Just go big.
I mean, they don't have a great answer to this. Chumping 1 damage seems alright, but they might animate and just trade, which would be fine with me. Because this 3/3 scares me. I would love for it to be dead. Okay. Well, worst case, I can Bone Crusher Dak next turn. Even if I have to chump with Tarmogoyf, that's probably fine. Because it's potentially, its days may potentially be numbered anyway due to my Toxic Deluge, so I don't super mind. I don't have any instance. It went through combat super fast.
I'm a talented improviser.
Talarian Academy! Okay, they only have 2 artifacts, though. This is an artifact, right? Yes. Upheaval. Huh. That's not how you're supposed to play Upheaval, I don't think. You're supposed to at least float a little mana first, and not play out your land first? Oh, okay. Maybe I guess they needed the land to have the mana for Upheaval? Interesting. Well, I mean, they're the one with the Mox and the Talarian Academy, so I look like I'm probably not winning this. But we'll see. Booster Tutor, very funny. Well, seems like a good time for a tap land. Discard 3. Once Upon a Time. Probably not any of my lands. Toxic Deluge looks very bad here. And I mean, Ooze might be something, but might not. I guess everything else is better. They just pitched a bunch of lands. What is happening over there, man? Where were you last turn, you jerk? Ooze was kind of my only 2 mana play. Maybe I should have kept it for that reason. But given my actual draw, I guess I can play this tapped again and run out elves. That's something. Karn. That's pretty strong. +1. I must give them a card. I choose Universal Passage. Multiversal Passage. Okay, Wasteland the Talarian Academy is sick. Before they really go nuts with it. Means I don't get to play much this turn, but that's life. Oh, I do. I can... Attacking Karn would be nice, but I think I should get 6 out. Are they ever going to cast 2 spells in a turn, do you think? Construct, yeah. Well, now what? Minsk and Boo for a 4/4 to throw or to attack Karn with is kind of tempting. I think it's kind of my only play, really.
The sun is warm. The air is magic. We have we are large and in charge.
I hate these Planeswalker voice lines. I guess I could turn them off. Like, they're kind of cute to hear once, but they're so long that you hear them overlapped on top of each other. You never hear the end of the ETB. It's just like... Single block! You could have killed Boo if you had double blocked. You value your Karn token that much? I don't have any artifacts.
There's plenty of profit to be had.
I mean, my opponent's deck is pretty cool, but I don't think they're playing this very well.
As money.
Okay, they finally made a monk. Oh, yeah. I see why they valued the Karn token. Man. Okay. Okay, but I can kill Karn. I can shoot Karn with Bone Crusher Giant, at least stop the onslaught. I can plus Boo and be blocking kind of okay. And run out of 4/3.
If it's a brawl you want, okay.
Do not make another... I mean, I could get an ETB trigger for it, but that doesn't matter.
Actually, go big. Just go big.
Okay. So I could collect evidence to bestow this if I wanted. I mean, I could throw Boo at Dak Faden, shoot Karn, but then I just don't have anything, right? I think plussing Boo to attack Dak makes more sense. Well, I can play this for 3. Okay, let's see. So 2 damage here. Gone. I don't care that much about Dak sticking around another turn, I think. The thing is, I'm worried about what will happen if they create another artifact, which I assume they will. Boo can eventually outgrow these tokens, I think. But it'll be a while.
Tiny.
And I guess, I don't know, I guess I just have to trade Boo off into one of them. Because if they get to kill Minsk and Boo, I mean... Well, you know what? I think I just have to let Minsk and Boo die here if they want. This way I still get some use out of Boo. Well, they might not have another artifact. I know their deck is nothing but artifacts, but these are unknown cards. No, Dak is going to trigger... Yeah, okay, let's kill Dak. Or Dak would plus. So they would definitely get an artifact. This way...
Dangerous for my tastes.
Maybe something good can happen? Okay. I think they should probably just attack everything at me. Oh, it has lifelink. I hate this game. Lifelink and trample. Okay. Well, that actually might... They should attack with everything. Okay, so I have to chump is what they're saying. Sure.
Well, to the tavern. First round is on you, boo.
Okay. Well, I have a 7/7. Let's see what's in the box. I need a good answer. Parallax Wave. I don't have white. Okay. What else? Upheaval. I don't have blue. Demonic Tutor. Is there anything in my deck that would help here? For just like a few mana? Not really. Tear Asunder, maybe? Yeah, I could Demonic Tutor for Tear Asunder on, like, Shadow Spear. I think that's my best bet. Nettle Cyst doesn't really do anything for me. Yeah, okay. Hello? They're thinking about whether to respond to this. My last mountain. Okay, they don't know about this actually, so pass. And that's so many artifacts. All right. We're not going to get out of this. I was thinking, you know, tearing us under the Dark Depths? Thespian Stage, what are, like, yeah, you have the combo, but what is this doing in your deck? It doesn't fit at all. Oh my god. I didn't notice when they played Thespian Stage. Okay, so block, chump, still takes 6, huh? Okay. Well, I'll have the pleasure of killing a Karnstruct at least. Oh, I won't even get that, right? Because I get more artifacts. I didn't realize they had the mana for that still. Yeah, I mean, I think they had a bad deck and played badly, but I lost, so, you know, maybe I'm wrong. They didn't... There was only one play they made that I thought was bad, which was the Upheaval. And it still left them ahead. Like, they just could have made it better, right? Is that achievement? I don't super care about achievements, but it is always kind of funny to see what thing they're rewarding me for doing. When did I do this? Minsc and Boo is my only Planeswalker, isn't it? Maybe this was in a previous thing. Huh. Now I'm like, do I have another Planeswalker? Attack, yeah, okay, Hasty Creatures. That one was probably just Boo. Do I have another Planeswalker? Oh, Ren and 6, sure. But I didn't do... So that just can't have been during this draft. There's no way for me to remove loyalty counters from Minsk other than minusing it, and he can't minus for that many. Nice lands. Forest Elves into Tursa seems like the play. Now, which of these do I play? I think the red one? Because Well, actually, what land am I getting? I want to make sure I have double black, actually, right? So I want to get a black-green land with one of these, but I want to get a red with this, with one of them. So I guess this is... I don't know. I don't think the calculations here are super important. I think just get the taiga and you won't be too unhappy, right? Or no, right there. If I get this, I can't. I need red right now. So it has to be this one. Well, pitch forest and probably murderous cut. I don't actually have access to a second black. Tarmogoyf. Okay, sure. I'll play my Ouroboros then. Just get a swamp, I think. I don't need a third green. And I want to leave this swamp in to be fetched by Scalding Tarn. Oh, okay, easy wins. Yeah, so like, was there a way to do what I wanted to do with my lands there? Because I wanted to make sure I had green on turn 1, red on turn 2, and double black on turn 4. With only 2 fetches and forests. So I could have played... I think if after playing a forest on turn 1, I don't think I can do it anymore. Because I don't have a red-black land I can fetch on turn 2. So I can't play a land that's both red and black. But what if I played... What if I played Mire on turn 1? Well, no. Played... It still doesn't work. How do I get... Okay, so what if I get a taiga on 1? Then I don't have 2 black fetches left. Or 2 fetches, period. So I can't get 2 swamps that way. So it's basically like forest plus any 2 lands in my deck that are these colors, but I need one of the first 2 to be red, and I don't have a red-black land. So no, it just isn't possible. Okay. All right, trophy match. Who would have thought? Just a Jund pile. No real payoff for all the ramp, just some big mid-range beaters, I guess. This is not great. I mean, Ren and 6 on 2 is cute, but I don't even have a fetch to get with it, right? And I can't play Pilgrim on... I guess I could. I could play Forest, Pilgrim, Mountain, Ren, but I don't have black. I don't have a fetch. I don't have enough mana to get this without drawing a land. I think I mulligan. This deck needs to be fairly proactive, and this hand just isn't. This looks a lot better. And I think just put away Booster Tutor. It's a great card, but I want to make sure I have 4 lands into Minsk and Boo. I mean, you could gamble and put back a land to keep Booster Tutor. Yeah, I can always Booster Tutor into a land if I miss. Yes, so that would be the wrong decision. So the question is, do I keep Wasteland or Tomb? I think I'll keep Wasteland. Because it's a kind of funny way to stall out the game a little bit more while I'm tutoring or whatever. Okay, sure. Interesting hand. Oh, that's nice. Untapped Mountain, huh? Well... I guess just Shock Catacombs, planned Once Upon a Time, and then Booster Tutor. Sure. Or not Shock Catacombs, Shock the Tomb or whatever. That's at the bottom of the deck right now. So it turns out, I don't know, I should have kept the Tomb instead of Catacombs if I'm just paying 1 extra life for the privilege. Okay, yeah, I've seen this before. But I get to shuffle. I don't know. This land thinning is what it is. Now there's not a fetch in my deck anymore. Plus, it gets it in the graveyard for Ren and 6. That was actually why I kept it now that I think about it. I remember thinking that. Yes, I want this. Pay. Or Boroid? Or Hierarch to ramp out the Minsk and Boo, I guess. Well, I don't actually have time to do that because I'm playing Tarmogoyf, right? Oh, also I got to land in the yard for Tarmogoyf. I don't really have time to Hierarch. And Orboroid's a powerful card. Oh, I gotta hurry. I have to pick another... I have to tutor as well here. Oh, a Braid is nice. Sure. Oh, it's Ren and 6. Nice. Tarmogoyf is a 2/3. That's just good enough right now. I'd like to abrade the artifact, not the creature, if possible. And Tarmogoyf stalls to make that seem like it could happen. They probably... Oh. I hope they have a sorcery speed deal 3 damage. Lightning Bolt would kill Tarmogoyf because there's already an instant in the yard, but sorcery speed deal 3 would be a funny way for them to screw up. Assassin's Trophy Wife. Okay, that's cute, I guess. Trophy Wife is not a very nice term, but it's a cute combination of terms in Magic sense, I guess. Okay, that doesn't do anything right now. Okay, Ren and 6 strip mine, pick back up Ren and 6 is something. Although I think I want to abrade the artifact. I wish I could kill this, but I can't. Oh, I shouldn't have shown them that, actually. Oh, they got an artifact in the yard. I didn't even think about that. Okay, lose your red, please. Alright, that's just one spell. As long as they don't cast 2 spells, I'm sort of chilling. Oh, here comes a second spell. Sorcery speed deal 4! We got him! We got him! It's not dead! I knew there was a sorcery speed deal 4 in the format when I was talking about how the sorcery speed deal 3 would have been a problem. But at the time, the Tarmogoyf was a bit smaller, so sorcery speed deal 4 would have worked. But I got the artifact in the yard. Oh, that would have been such a cool trick if I'd held up the abrade until they did this. Alright, I can't block here. The Tarmogoyf is too good. And then we just gotta strip mine him again. Actually, I can wasteland the Arid Mesa while still picking up strip mine. Don't really care about dealing 1 damage to any target, I don't think. Red and 6 is going to die in a minute, but just peeling off all their lands while with Tarmogoyf as a good blocker seems like the right line. They can kill Ren if they want, or they can attack all to me and deal 6, which seems cool, but then Ren and 6 pinging off a doll might be something. Okay. I want to kill Ren. Keep some lands. Good for you. Planeswalker in the yard now. Okay, this is nice, because now I can elves while still strip mining them, and then next turn I'll be able to play a Planeswalker, even after blowing up my strip mine. Okay, and I can do it now. Oh, yuck! Oh, my Tarmogoyf won't be blocking today, huh? That's bad. So how am I winning? How am I living? Hard to say. Like, I think my elves have to block a 2/1, but that means I can't get... I won't have 4 mana next turn. Ophelia's brutal. So what if I didn't block here? Take 8, go to 5. I could get an Ouroboroi down, but it would just be a 2/4. I guess that would be enough to kill Ophelia, but they could still... This would be tapped. So So the best I could do would be block one creature and take 6. So I don't think not blocking wins. I need to draw something relevant for 3. Oh, Tear Asunder is almost something. I mean, I guess I can attack, right? Like, this is not blocking, and them flickering something with Philia of their own, I don't think really matters. They get a counter on Philia if they did that. I mean, I'm going to be at 1, so a counter on Philia doesn't really matter. Okay, maybe I can somehow kill him next turn. Was Minsc and Boo one of the cards in my opening hand? I don't remember. Because if I'd kept another land... I think it was, right? There was a 4-mana play in my hand, and I think it was Minsc and Boo. It turns out, like, if I'd had another land instead of this, I'd be happy. Happier. Alright, they're not going to exile one of their things, because it would get a counter on Philia, but then they'd do less damage to me. So, just target nothing, I assume, right? I need like 3 Monstrous Rages. or 2 Lightning Bolts. None of those are in my deck, obviously. This doesn't gain life. Just checking. Well, there's Tursa. We can almost kill them. Tursa attack, discard 2 cards, draw a Mountain. Lightning Bolt would be lethal, but I don't have Lightning Bolt. Oh wait, this can cast things from my graveyard. I can play it this turn, a random card from my graveyard. Well, okay. Scalding Tarn. What a joke. Well, you know, I died doing what I loved, playing Wastelands. Very close game in the end. That Philia was so cool. Okay, Fury, sure. Maybe they'll forget to attack. Evoke Fury just to show me they had Showdown with Scalds, I guess, and some more red cards. That's fine. And, like, there was a turn where I could have attacked with Tarmogoyf, but I didn't because I wanted to make them Philia it, right? That was the turn I traded Land War Elves into their 2-1. Whereas if I had attacked with Tarmogoyf, they could have flickered the Land War Elves and gotten in with all their creatures. And, I mean, it would have been more damage. Right? One more Tarmogoyf bite out of them and they'd be dead. But I'm pretty sure if I had done that, I would be dead a turn sooner and they'd actually be at, like, 13 or something. So, okay, -6 that, they'd be at, like, 7 or whatever. So, I don't think that was the play to make it work. And I don't think the choice to keep Catacombs instead of Tomb really hurt me. It did cost me a life, but I was at 1. So, you know, being at 2 would not really have helped, I think. I mean, obviously all the strip mining and wastelanding hurt me too. But I'm pretty sure it hurt them more, right? They were on like 1 land, 1 color, unable to play the stuff in their hand. They got the Zenith and the Philia down like just in time before they were sent back to the Stone Age, and I just couldn't deal with a 2/4 and a 2/2 that flickers your stuff. So I'm not sure really what I should have done differently. There was some turn where I like strip mined. I could have gone easy on their lands to make sure I could get a 4 mana play out sooner. But I don't remember my 4 mana play actually being that impactful. And stopping them from double spelling seemed really important. How did they double spell, by the way? What were the 2 spells they cast on the same turn? Doll and Flame Slash, that's right. Yeah, nice that they threw away the Flame Slash. If they'd attacked first, I obviously would have blocked, and then Flame Slash would finish it off. But they thought Flame Slash was just going to kill it. Oh, it's a bummer to lose a game after somebody Tarmogoyfs themselves. Oh well. Still, 6 wins, a great result for me. As still a fairly inexperienced Powered Cube drafter. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Oh, you know what? Let's go open the prize packs. I don't care about packs. I don't play Constructed, but it's just kind of interesting, you know, what they consider to be worth a prize. Where are they? Here they are. They're like smaller than the normal packs, and they have like rares and uncommons or something. I don't really understand it. Like, yeah, dress down, sure. I mean, some of these are cards from the cube. Some of them are not. What the hell is Offspring's Revenge? I ain't ever heard of this shit, I don't think. Enchantment 5 Mardu. Beginning of combat, exile a red, white, or black creature. Make a 1/1 token copy of it that gains haste until your next turn. Why not until end of turn? What a weird... Okay. Huh. How old is this card? It doesn't seem like that new for some reason. Ikoria, which was 2020? Is that right? That's what it looks like. Or is Ikoria Lair of Behemoths the same as Ikoria, or is that like, I don't really know. Like, Ikoria is the plane. Was the first set just called Ikoria, and then they had they revisited it, called it Lair of Behemoths? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so like this is the stuff in these packs. I don't really understand why these are considered to be prizes. Like, dress down, yeah, but like, I don't know. Who plays this? It has been a staple in like modern in some contexts. I'm sure. Yeah, these are all, well, these 2 are in the cube. This is who knows what. What set was this? This is the Foundation's printing, but it was is it in Mom, maybe? Maybe it's older than that, and Mom was a reprinting. Ravnica. Guilds of Ravnica. No, it wasn't in Mom. Why did I think it was? Huh. Okay. Anyway, that's now we're done for the day. I'm not opening the rest of this garbage. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.